Today in Learn Arabic with Manar, we will talk about demonstratives in Levantine Arabic. This, that, these and those, and we will see the grammar behind them. We will put them in everyday examples. We will put them inside questions and we will see different examples so it will be easy for you to understand them and use them. Today's lesson is part of my series on Levantine Arabic grammar. If you like today's lesson and you want to see more of them, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell if you didn't yet to be notified about the new lessons and you don't miss any of them. Yalla, let's start. Let's talk about this and that. This and that in Arabic take gender. We talked about gender with details in this video. You could check it for more information. This in the Levantine dialect for masculine had. For feminine hey. That in the Levantine dialect hadak for masculine hadak, hadik for feminine hadik. In the plural, these and those, in the MSA, Modern Standard Arabic, they take gender. We have feminine and masculine. But you are lucky because in Levantine Arabic, we use only the masculine form. These in Levantine Arabic, hadol. Those in Levantine Arabic, haddink. Let's see example in all the demonstratives so we understand them more. Before we start, we have to understand when to use the article al with these and those and with all the demonstratives in Levantine Arabic. Because most of the time we are using, when we are pointing to something, we are using the article al. For example, in English, if you are saying this is a boy, in Arabic you will say had walad. So you will use it without the article al. But if you are saying this boy, you will use it with the article al and you will say had al-walad. We will see later in our examples that most of the time we are using this, that and all the demonstratives with al. By the way, I had a complete lesson about the article al with all the details in this video. You could check it if you didn't see it yet. Now let's talk about this in details. Before we start, I want to make a small note about the pronunciation of had and hay in the Levantine dialect. Most of the time we are shortening the word, so instead of saying had for this masculine and hay for this feminine, we just take the first part, ha, and we attach it to the article al and we treat it as a prefix attached to the word. So instead of saying this boy had al-walad, we would say hal-walad. And instead of saying this girl hay al-binat, we would say hal-binat. For example, if your day is so long and it's not finishing and you want to say this day seems so long, in Arabic you would say hal yom tawil ktir with using hal. Or you could say had al-yom tawil ktir. So with using had, you could use it both way. Just use the one that you are more comfortable with. Had is this masculine. Yom, it is a day. By adding the prefix al, we are turning it to this day. Had al-yom, this day. Tawil, this is an adjective. Long, we are using also the masculine because our noun is masculine. Ktir, it means too much. In the Levantine dialect. هذا اليوم طويل كتير. If you are walking in the street, it's really clean and you want to say this street is clean, in Arabic you will say هالشارع نظيف or هذا الشارع نظيف. هاد, it is this masculine. الشارع, it is the street. By adding the prefix al, we are forming the street. Nḍif, it is clean, and we are using the masculine because our noun is masculine. When you see a nice guy and you want to say this guy is nice, in Arabic you will say هالزلمة ظريف. هذا الزلمة ظريف. Had, it is this, masculine, because our noun is masculine. الزلمة, this guy, we are using the prefix al to attach to it because we are pointing to someone or something known for us, for the person we are talking to. الزلمة. Here I want to make another note. If you see, زلمة is the guy. But if you look at the word, you see that it's ending with ta marbuta, h, at the end. And we say in the gender lesson that feminine ends with ta marbuta, and we always say ta marbuta is the sign of feminine in Arabic. Well, there's some exceptions, and zalame, it is one of them. Zalame with ta marbuta, but it is masculine and it's treated like masculine. So that's why we are using the adjective ظريف in the masculine form. هذا الزلمة ظريف. Now let's talk about the feminine form of this. The feminine form is hey in the Levantine dialect, hey. So if there's an expensive watch and you want to say this watch is expensive, in Arabic you would say هالساعة غالية or هي الساعة غالية. هي, it is this feminine form. الساعة, the watch, it is feminine because we have the ta marbuta at the end. And because of that we will use the feminine adjective. غالية, it is expensive. By adding the ta marbuta to the end, we are forming the feminine adjective expensive. هالساعة غالية. This table is big. In Arabic you will say هالطاولة كبيرة. هي الطاولة كبيرة. هي, it is this, feminine. الطاولة, the table. كبيرة is big. The adjective is feminine because our word is feminine. هي الطاولة كبيرة. If you want to say this girl is nice, in Arabic you will say هالبنت لطيفة. هي البنت لطيفة. هي, it is this, feminine. البنت, the girl. By adding the prefix al, we are forming the girl. لطيفة, it is sweet or nice. By adding the suffix ta marbuta, we are forming the feminine adjective. هالبنت لطيفة. If you remember in the lesson how to accept apology in Arabic, we saw the phrase هي المرة لح سامحك. This time I will forgive you. So هي, it is this in the form feminine. المرة, this time. And مرة, it is feminine because it has the ta marbuta. Here we need to attach the suffix al to it in the Arabic form. هي المرة لح سامحك, I will forgive you. هي المرة لح سامحك. So after I record this lesson, I saw that it's so long and I don't want to tire you. That's why I will split it in two halves, and the other part will come next week. So we will stop with this, and next week we will talk about these and those, and we will use the demonstratives, all of them in questions. If you like today's video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friend. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss the new lessons. Thank you for joining me today. Yalla bye!